morning and welcome to my Facebook Live today. It is Monday morning, the 29th of March 2021. Thank you for joining me live. My name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in Brackley in the UK. Thank you. If you're joining me live, you'll see a little red live square or rectangle in the top left hand side of your screen. Good morning, Lynn. So do let me know if you're live and post a comment so I know who's joining us. Unless, of course, you're watching from work, in which case you might need to be very surreptitious and quiet. And if you're watching on replay, do use hashtag replay so that I know you've caught up with us later on. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Morning to you, Molly. And I created this card because I want to focus this week on retiring items. And in particular, the items that are discounted, because they are the ones that tend to go fairly quickly. They're retiring from the annual catalogue, which is this one here. I've got stickers all over mine, so that I know this is the retiring one, because I've written in the items that are retiring. And I've picked out two sets today, To a Wild Rose and Beauty Abound. So let me just show you them in the catalogue. So we've got To a Wild Rose, which is this one here. It's on page 15 of your annual catalogue, and it features these lovely 3 rose images. Morning, Carol. And we also have some leaves. We have an outline, an infill, and a separate infill which can be used on top of this, or it can be used on its own as it's got the stalk. There are matching dies to the set, and it's got 5 sentiments, as you can see. So it was £24, it's reduced to £21.60, but the dies are reduced to £8. So for £29.60 you can have both the stamp set and the dies. And I've chosen to match it with Beauty Abounds, and you'll see why. This is the Beauty Abounds. It's got this lovely sort of scroll here that you can colour in with flowers. It's got these 2 fantastic bokeh dots, which I'm going to use, and also this little splatter, as well as some butterfly leaves. Some butterflies. Oh dear. And some sentiments. This one has got 6 sentiments. Beauty Abounds is £8.40, so you could buy the 2 stamp sets for £30 instead of £45. Okay, so what I will do is leave this on my paper so that you can see that and refer to it. Morning, Jill. Oh, excellent. So pleased. I think a lot of people are going to be happy to see family today. So in the die set, which is £8, and to be honest, even if you didn't have the stamps, I would get the dies, because you've got this really pretty design here, which I've used on the card. I stamped this in white and coloured it in with the blends pens. You've got cutout for leaves that you can use on their own. You've got a detailed cutout for the rose. And then you've got this lovely stitched label. So the dies in their own right at £8 are definitely worthwhile having. So I created this one yesterday for those of you that were with me for our craft and chat on Sunday. So I decided to throw the colour choice open to our viewers today. So this one is done with So Saffron. So I've used a So Saffron base card. I've got early espresso and then a white layer that I've blended over. And then I stamped the rose image and the leaves and die cut them, and I've placed this die cut on top. Let me show you a couple of other of the roses in different colourways. So you can stamp them with the two distinctive stamps and the middle. This one has got more of the outline added, and then this one is all three of the images put together. So this one is Seaside Spray, this one is Rococo Rose, and this one is So Saffron and Mango Melody. Oh, bless you, Catherine. Thank you. Thank you for having me in the background. That's really nice. Okay, so those are the details of the stamps. As I said, you could get both stamp sets for £30. So I'd like to know what you would like in terms of colours. So throw some colour choices at me and I will pick one. And get cracking. So I'm going to use these bokeh dots. If you're not very good at colouring in backgrounds and things, these dots and the sort of splat, for want of a better word, are excellent. So throw me some colour choices. I've got some white card to start with. Put that one on there. And this one on here. Hello, Katie. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you're keeping well. Right, so I've got my dots here. I'm just using the back of my grid paper today. So throw me some colours. I know Carol will want orange, but Molly, what colours do you fancy? So Carol wants lovely lipstick. Anything else? I was quite surprised from you, Carol. Sorry. Oh, Molly says purple. Okay. We will go purple. That's a good idea. There we go. Right. So for my purples, I've got Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. And I can stamp these off to get a lighter colour. And I'm going to choose Pear Pizzazz for my greenery, I think. Like so. So those are my three colours. So let's pop this away here. And I'm doing a card giveaway all week. So every day this week I'm giving away the cards that I make. You did surprise me. Jill's only half watching. That is okay. So Molly, this one's coming to you because you chose the colours. So I've got some layers here. So let's do the background first. No, let's do the stamping first. So I'm going to use the early espresso layer because I do like this with the darker edges. So I'm going to do that, and also it makes it easier to then add the layers on in the purples. So here is our outside one. So I'm just going to stamp this on here because I am going to cut this out with the die. Okay, there we go. So we're going to stamp another one here, like so. And I'm also going to stamp the outline of the leaves. Oh, wrong stamp set. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Oops. And it's nice to see that we've got allegedly good weather for the early part of the week anyway, here in the UK. Here locally as well. And then I saw somebody post locally forecast of snow for the weekend. So I mean, it's not unusual for us to have snow later. Anytime up to May actually we've had snow. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp some of the leaves, and then I can use these in any of the cards. They're just so pretty, and these are, you could colour these in as well, so just stamp and colour in as you would normally. They're just really stunning images. Okay, let us have a look. Right, let's do the inside. I think I've got stamps everywhere today. Okay, so I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz for that layer, and I've chosen the stamp that doesn't have the stalk, so that it just infills this image here. So with a darker outline, it makes it really easy to fill that in. You can see that fits perfectly. So this is one that matches exactly. Some of our stamp set have an infill which is a sort of watercolour wash look, but these are ones that fit exactly. Hello Carol G, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for popping on and seeing us yesterday as well. Okay, so those are my leaves that I'm going to die cut. Let's colour this one in. So I've got Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. So I'm going to use Highland Heather all over, and then Gorgeous Grape for the detail. So it's easier to see it on here. So that's my outline in espresso. This one, the distinctive one, is going to be in Highland Heather. And then this detailed one is going to be in Gorgeous Grape. So let me find those. So I've done that one. So this is the background one with something on it. Okay. Ah, 83 years ago, when he was married. Sorry, Carol. A foot of snow. Oh my goodness. Was that today? Is it your anniversary today, Molly? Or was it just at this sort of time of year, maybe? Okay. Katie likes the purple. Excellent. Okay, so the light one, Highland Heather. So I will stamp it on here so that you can see it. Well, actually, I've got two here. I can put one on. Okay, so this is Highland Heather. So this one doesn't look like it's got much ink on it, but it's because it's all in the detail, as they say. Plus, I think this is quite a light ink pad. I need to probably refill this at some point. I've been saying that for 12 months, girls. Oh, today, oh bless you, Molly. There we go. I'm going to do both of these because it's, you know, if I've got one stamped, I might as well use it. Oh, bless you, Lynn. Yes, I am really close to my next sales, I won't say target, but milestone, that's the word. So yes, just approaching 200,000 in sales. So I'm very excited for that. So watching every day. Right, let me see. I'm looking for the detailed one, which is here. Just going to switch it onto another block. Yes, it's exciting times. Okay, so this is the detailed one. I'm going to ink it up in grape. Oh, thank you. Oh, how can you help me? Oh, bless you, Linny. So, well, basically, the simple answer is the way you can help me is place orders in the next few days. It's as simple as that. I mean, I will get to the target, but it would be really nice to get there in March of this month. Right, I'm just turning this round to find where it goes. Got it, I think. Yes. There we go. Oh, bless you, Lynn. Yes, I will be definitely celebrating. Okay, so I've added this layer, but to me that's quite dark. So what I'm going to do is stamp this off first and then add it. And once you've got it positioned once, it's really easier the next time round. There we go. There we go, that's better. That feels, this was too much, too dark, too much of a contrast, whereas this one is a little bit more subtle, so I like that. Yes, we all like retiring stuff, don't we? Ooh. Yes, we had fun, didn't we, yesterday, looking at some of the retiring things in our craft and chat. So I've got that and I've got that, so I'm going to die cut those in a second, and then I'm going to use my blending brush on the background. So let me grab a piece of card. I've got one here, not, I'll cut one out. Oh, got everything except what I need. There we go. So this is going to be my layer. So I will either pop it onto, I think what I'll do is use a gorgeous grape layer behind and then a white card. So let me cut this down to size to start with. So this is going to be 1 centimetre short of a standard card size. So 13.85 centimetres by 9.5. Oops. and that gives me space for a layer and then the base card. So I'm going to grab my blending brush here. So I've got my purple one, and it's already got some purple on nicely. So I'm just going to start. It's quite nice actually on white because you can see it quite clearly, but let's grab some Highland Heather. Yes, it is, isn't it, Catherine? Much better. So what I'm going to do is just use this around the edges, rather like I've done on here, but I'm going to use the bokeh dots for a little bit more interest. I can't believe how quick this weekend went, and the fact that we're nearly the end of March. Just not real, is it? Just not real. If anybody else feels the same, or is it just me that everything is going, whether it's because we're focusing on things to come and looking forward to that, I don't know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to keep the Highland Heather out because I'm going to use these dots. So these are another distinctive stamp, and it's a really, I mean, this is obviously Highland Heather is quite a light ink, and my one in particular is very light, but it creates a really nice soft background. And I know some of these are going to be covered up, but let's use the smaller one. Like so. Okay. And then I am going to add a sentiment. So I wonder what sentiment you would like, Molly. So I've got blessed to be your friend. True friendship is one of God's greatest gifts. Let me know what you would like, as this is going to come to you for you to send to somebody. So there's some more on here. Our friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. That's quite a nice one. So I'm just going to die cut these. So I'm going to take the leaf dies and this outside one, run those through. There we go. Sorry, I'm away from my table. Let's leave those ones there. Oh, cutting the wrong one. Let's cut the one I want. sorry ladies. Okay, so there's my rose. Is it a thank you want, or are you asking or are you saying thank you to the sentiment choice? That's for you, Molly. So here we go, the leaves. Right, sorry, that's very boring for you, waiting while I do that. Apologies. Thank you on the card. Okay, that I can do. Right, let's pop these out of the way. This is my base card. So I can add these in. Like so. And I am going to cut out one of these, but I'm going to cut this out in Purple Posy, which is basically almost that colour, because I don't want it to detract it from the flower itself. I could also cut it in white and blend, which is what I did on this one, but I will just grab some Purple Posy, which is this, so it's going to sit under there really nicely with this one here. There we go. This one die cuts really easily. I'll just poke out those last little bits. I just ran it through once and it just die cuts so prettily. If I was doing a few of these, I would cut this in half, because I'm only going to see half of it underneath there. So I would cut that in half and just make that do 2 cards. Okay, so I'm going to add a few more dots up here when I can see my ink pad. There we go. And then I'm going to add a thanks sentiment, or a thank you for Molly. Let's put a couple down here. This is just such a pretty stamp. Now I know this is really light, but I just want it in as a soft background. So let's grab a thank you. Have a look. So I've got this thank you here, and that might be too big. Yes, it's a bit overpowering. Right. I can see the stamp set I want, but I can't see it on my shelf. I want a nice large thanks. There we go. That one will do. That thanks there. Or was that a bit too small? Let's have a look and see. I'm umming and ahhing. Sorry, everybody. It's because I've moved my stamps around. I will stick that one if that's okay. Although, did you want thank you rather than thanks? Maybe. Let me get the layer. So what I'm going to do is put Gorgeous Grape behind and then onto a white card. I've got Highland Heather actually. Yeah, that's fine. I will swap it. Right. Gorgeous Grape layer coming up. Just cut this layer down. So I cut a standard card size first, and then I know that's the perfect size for the card base if I need it. And then cut this in half so it's another card size. And then cut this down. So this is going to be 10 centimeters. By 14.35. Okay, now this layer is going to be hidden behind, so if I was clever I could cut out 2 of these from the middle of this, because this is going to be hidden. So I'll do that. And then I'll find a thank you that I'm thinking of. Pop this through. There's one. Ooh, that was a bit close. And 2. There we go. So I've got 2 spare ones of those. I got a little bit close to that. I wasn't really watching, but I think I'll be okay. Whew. So I could decide actually whether I want one of those in there instead of the light one. Okay. Right. Let me find the thank you I have in mind. would that one do? All right, Molly. Sorry. From Happy Thoughts. This is from the spring, the January to June, our spring summer catalogue. That's going to go in there. Right, I got there. Goodness me, it's just been a bit painful for everybody this morning. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do this in espresso because I want it to stand out. There we go. And I want to tie that all in together as well. So let's ink this up. See what it looks like. Sorry if this is just off your view. That's fine. Let's bring this into view. Got a little bit inked up there, but I think I'll be all right. There we go. Thank you. Right, let's finally put this card together. I've made myself work for this, haven't I, today? Goodness me. Okay. So I have a base white card. Then I'm going to have my layer with the holes cut out, and that on top. So let's do that first. There we go. So I'm just using seal for that. Just going to lightly press on here. I don't want to press too hard because obviously I've got a gap behind my gorgeous grape layer. Okay, that's going to go onto there. So just add some around the edges. So I know it's got some obviously in the middle. I can hear the birds chirping. There we go. There's that layer there. This one's going to go on, and I'm just going to use just tiny dots of glue. Let me pop that down there and you might see that. It doesn't need much on there. Just making sure that's coming out. So literally come on, it's camera shy today, my glue. So tiny dots in the larger areas. It doesn't need a massive amount because it's lying flat. So if you can see, just a little on there. Put this on. As I say, if I was doing a lot of these, I would cut this in half and just use half at a time, make it last a bit longer. Like so. There we go. So what I'm going to do is pop this up on dimensionals and then tuck the leaves in behind. I'm also going to use my bone folder just to curve this a little bit. And I could also die cut the layer that goes in the middle. There we go. and I can add some Wink of Stella glitter as well. So let's pop some dimensionals on there. Whoops. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter. Don't think this has a right or a wrong way to go, to be honest. Like that. And then tuck my leaves in underneath. Now you could cut these down, so if you didn't want 3 larger leaves, you could just trim the top one off and tuck it underneath. So just going to add a little bit of glue to these. That one there. And yeah, so I'm going to tuck that one in up there like that. And also if there's too much leaf, you can always cut a little bit that off anyway. If you're going to hide it underneath, you might want to just cut it off. How did I have that now? Sort of like so. There we go. Let's stick that over there. And I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella and some bling, of course. I'm going to use our pastel pearls. So this is our Wink of Stella, which is a like a glitter brush. Like so. So for those that are taking part in my class in a box, everything is all ordered and on its way from the warehouse in Germany. So it's all left the warehouse. It just has to clear customs now. There we go. Add some bling with our matching pastel pearls. Let me just find them. There we are. Go. Oop. So I've got the light and the dark. So I think I'm going to use maybe a mix, not the one with the cat hair on it though. I have one there. Two. And 3. Oh, it's obviously not stuck down very well. Let me add a little bit more glue to that one. That one's okay. And there we have it, our finished card. So took a bit of manipulating today for some bizarre reason. But this one's going to Molly. And so all of the cards that I make this week will be sent out to somebody who is watching us live. So thank you for that. So there's our finished card. I hope you like it. I will put some of the polka dots inside, I think, as a finishing point. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for your thumbs up, everybody. So as I say, the you could buy the Wild Rose stamps and the Beauty Abound stamps for £30 in total. Love these. There we go. And I think I have to put those on the envelope as well, just so Molly's got a fully coordinated piece. So that's the inside. Hopefully you can see that. It's fairly pale. This will be the envelope. And I'm working my way through the catalogue this week. So I'm just taking it page by page for the stamp set that I've got that are retiring. And what I will try and do is introduce at least 2 stamp sets each time. And I will try and check in the morning or the afternoon that they're still available before I demonstrate it. Because although if you've got it, it gives you an idea, it's a bit annoying if you want it just to discover it's sold out. So there we go. That's today's card. I hope you like that. So that is To a Wild Rose. Find it on page 15. It's on offer at £21.60 with the dies. As I say, I love this one here for £8. So that is all for today, Monday. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday at 5 p.m. So I hope you're able to join us then. Thank you very much. Molly, I'll pop this round to you later. Luckily, folks, Molly lives not very far from me. So I'll pop it round with your order later on, Molly. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you're able to join me tomorrow. And I'll be picking someone else to receive the cards tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy your afternoon. I hope Jill's caught up with her family. And that the rest of you are able to meet up with somebody today, and also take advantage of the nice weather while we have it. Thank you, everybody. Take care, look after yourselves. I will see you tomorrow at 5, and do keep crafting. Thank you. Bye bye for now.